10 o'clock in the morning on the 24th of June. I wasn't going to do any videos this week, but you know what? I woke up this morning and I thought, oh, that's really interesting. So I looked at what's going on in the sky. The moon's at 28 Taurus as I speak. It's approaching Pleiades, and shortly it's going to move into Gemini. As I speak, say 10 o'clock in the morning UK time, it's got to be about 5 a.m. New York time and maybe 2 a.m., 1 a.m. on the West Coast. If you're in Midwest of America, if you're in South America at the moment and you're watching this, then look outside and look to the east and you will see a very thin sliver of the moon rising, and right next to it is a bright white star, and that's Venus, and they're together for the next 4 to 5 hours, and it should be spectacular. So that's when the moon moves into Gemini, but it's not really that I'm looking at, it's Jupiter, fat boy. He's been in my sign, that of Cancer, for the last 9-10 months, and he's been promising loads and bringing nothing. Typically Jupiterian, over the top, larger than life, over expansive, overreaching, overstretching, overindulging, as well as undercutting, undermining. But hang on a minute, this is the negative side of Jupiter. Jupiter also doesn't only bring joy and optimism and hope and humour. Underlying this, Jupiter brings knowledge. Knowledge in terms of direct experience. Jupiter says you can learn from textbooks or teachers if you want, but it's far better to get out there and get knocked about. In that light, the current immediate snapshot of Jupiter is that in this next few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, Jupiter's rocketing, it's going at its fastest speed. And as we speak and over the next month, it's reaching the last 5 or 6 degrees of Cancer. Having a number of planets in this area myself, I've been well aware of Jupiter's effects in recent weeks. And I do feel that some of you may benefit from this. So, with birthdays, for example, those of you born from the 18th, 17th, 18th of July, Cancerians, this next week, this next month is going to be pretty full on. And if you use it sensibly and just take the cream of the crop, you can do well. But if you go over the top or let things amplify, you'll end up with nothing. There's still an element of fortune and growth around, and if you're moderate but selective, you'll do well. Whereas those Capricorns, born from the 16th, 17th of January onwards, this coming month is going to be a time where there's going to be the potential for seriously undermining oneself or overstretching oneself or depending too much on other, whether that other is partner, parent, child, family, professional, whatever. So those Capricorns born from the 16th onwards need to be a little bit aware of the potential for variations, extremes of swings and moods in the coming 1 month. Similarly, Aries, born from the 16th, 17th onwards, through to a touch at the end of Aries, and Librans born around the 17th, 18th of October onwards. People born at the end of Aries, end of Libra, it's going to be pretty difficult this next month to keep a stable, level path. So best bet is not to make any long-term plans or decisions at this time, because you could easily overreach or undercut yourself. Far better to enjoy the ride and go and put on a couple of pounds and eat that extra bar of chocolate and go travelling. But also make sure you learn. Make sure you do things by direct experience. This doesn't just work in a challenging way to those days. Those people born after the 17th of, well, not so much the months, but people born towards the end, after the 16th, 17th of Scorpio, of Pisces, of Taurus, of Virgo, you're in a really good space over the coming month. And Jupiter's really going to help you bring keywords, opportunities for growth and expansion in a sensible way, in a way that changes potentials from latent to potent. If you're born after the 17th of your month and you're at the end of signs like Sagittarius or Gemini, Aquarius or Leo, then Jupiter's not really affecting you at the moment and you've got a bit of a time off. But later, When Jupiter moves into Leo in 1 month's time, this rush now, where we are right now, is the end of the Grand Cross. And the next couple of weeks, until we're out of Mercury retrograde shadow, which will be about July the 14th, 15th, but realistically, by the time we're into the second week of July, the Grand Cross is over, finally and permanently, and then we're really ratcheting up and building into what I've been spotting for 6 months now, this new moon coming up at the end of July, new moon in Leo, conjunct Jupiter, and I don't know which way it's going to go yet, but I'm quite favoured by it. So more on this another time. All right, that's it for today. Catch you later. Bye.